Tiger Nation, and welcome back to the Roar Rundown. I'm Izzy Bond with Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and this week's episode comes from our homes to your homes. Our very own Josh Salem caught up with Athletic Director David Sharp for this week's episode of Talking with Tigers.
Welcome to Talking with Tigers, the Ouachita Sports Digital Network podcast.
You know, we're sitting here in a Division II conference, and I'm saying, man, this is not good. So then our presidents, get on the phone, I think on that Friday, and we weren't sure what was going to happen. We weren't sure if we were going to play that weekend. Of course, you're a student athlete, you knew, and you were right in the middle of this, Josh. And we weren't sure if we were going to be able to finish that weekend or whatever. And then, of course, long story short, we came back, and and like I've used the last few days, we went from driving the speed limit to completely stopped immediately.
Baseball was in full swing when the senior class found out that their time as Tigers had been cut short. This doesn't mean that their talents and accolades will go unnoticed. For this week's Senior Spotlight, Matthew Branch caught up with Logan Honeycutt, Brandon Matros, Sheldon McCowan, and Jackson Nichols to recap their time spent at Rab Rogers Field.
Hey Tiger Nation, I am Matthew Branch, and I am here with Jackson Nichols, Logan Honeycutt, Sheldon McCown, and Brandon Matros. For senior baseball players whose season was tragically cut short to the virus that we all know now, but ask them a few questions about their time at Ouachita, kind of give a chance to recognize them for all they've done for the school and the college career. So we're going to get the bad question out of the way here. We're going to talk about the virus for just a second, and then we'll go into some better stuff. So I guess we'll start with, it doesn't matter who we start with, we can say Brandon. How did you feel or react when you first heard the news that season was done?
I was kind of in shock, kind of like with everybody else, just didn't really know what was going on, and just knew there's a lot of unknowns out there. So really, I was like, okay, we won't play this weekend, but we'll probably be back like here pretty soon. And then I guess all the news started coming out with everybody canceling their whole season and championships getting canceled. So it was I was honestly in shock for a while and just didn't really know what to think. But we were all pretty bummed because we knew it was over.
All right, Logan, what were your thoughts when it happened?
Yeah, definitely shocked. Not something that I expected to last, really. Thought, like Bam said, we just might be done for a week, maybe two. But then once everybody else started shutting down, it started to get a little more real. And when it ended, it's definitely a shock and disappointing.
Sheldon?
Yeah, we'd seen, the NBA had shut down like a day or two before. And so we kind of thought, our season might kind of get put on pause. And some of us were joking before our last practice, this might be the last time we get to practice here at OBU. But we didn't really actually think that it was going to be the last time. So, yeah, it's sad that it wasn't just a pause, that it's permanent.
What about you, Jackson?
Yeah, along with the other guys, it was just more of kind of like a shock to everybody. We were kind of playing limbo with the whole thing. Like, we didn't know. There were no concrete facts or anything yet. And then, like Sheldon said, we heard about the NBA season getting canceled, and then next thing you know, our season gets banged as well. So.
All right, so that's kind of everybody was shocked. I know I was too, and most people who were or followed sports were shocked about what was going on. But now, okay, we got the bad question out of the way. Now we can talk about good stuff about baseball and everything else. So, Brandon and Logan, I know y'all were selected as senior captains for this season. So what did that mean to y'all in the season and at the start of the season, getting to be captain of the team? Or either one of you can start.
You got it, man.
All right. It was definitely an honor. After being here 4 years, I've had some guys that I looked up to, and they're usually team captains. So it's definitely a goal of mine to try to be a leader on the team once I became a junior and a senior. And it was just an honor to lead this group. It was probably my most favorite group that has been here in my 4 years, and it was just an honor to lead them and be the best captain I could be for them. Just wish it would have lasted a little longer.
How about you, Logan?
Yeah, it was definitely an honor. I was glad that me and Bam got to kind of be leaders of this team, and happy that the rest of the guys thought that we could do a good job with that, along with Reebok and Cade. But this was definitely one of my favorite groups I've ever been a part of, and being here 4 years, it was nice to kind of get to lead by example as best I could and try to keep this team on track. But I enjoyed it for sure.
Gotcha. Good. So Sheldon, you've been here 4 years. This was your 4th year playing for the Tigers. What did that mean to you? What did Washita mean to you over those 4 years?
I mean, pretty much like any guy on the baseball team, one of the main reasons we came to Washita is for baseball. And so baseball has obviously been a huge time commitment and just something that we've all loved doing. And we've had some rough seasons and we've had some growth and we've had a lot going on. But overall, I think, just getting to play baseball with these 3 guys for the past couple of years has just really meant a lot. We're a close group. And like they said, this last year was a great way to go out. I mean, this team, we were ready to do big things. And so it was definitely a fun year and a fun career at Washita.
All right, good to hear. So Jackson, yours had a little bit of a different story. I know you and Sheldon grew up or in the same area, known each other for a while, but you transferred in. So how was yours a little bit different? What did Washita mean for you coming in about halfway through your college career, transferring in 2 years ago?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was definitely different because the 2 years that I spent at my junior college, I built a bond with those guys. But the group that I came in with, they made it very easy to come in and build a bond with them and become brothers with them. But the whole experience, I mean, with Coach Howard also coming in on my first year as well, he was able to create a new culture there and get everybody on the same boat, and I feel like we really grew over the past 2 years, and this was by far probably my favorite group to play with ever.
Gotcha, great. So since I'm sure you all know, I was one of the main broadcasters for y'all this season. I got to watch each of you play, which was, good thing. I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed getting to watch all of you play, but it was only a few short games that I got. I think I did 7 of your games, so I didn't get to see a whole lot of y'all playing. But we'll stick with Jack here. We'll kind of get each of your favorite memories from being with the Tiger baseball team. So yeah, start with you, Jackson.
Oh man, that's tough. There's a lot of them. I really enjoyed adjusting from catcher to first base. Coach Howard kind of threw me at first base, and he was like, "Hey man, try this out, see what you think." And coming back from injury, like I was just kind of, all right, let's see what happens. And honestly, Logan playing second base, he was kind of over there helping me, keeping me entertained during games and all that kind of stuff. But just spending time with the guys. I mean, there's not one specific memory. There's a lot of them that was just that were good memories.
That's great. What about you, Logan?
Yeah, nothing really specific, but just spending time with the guys and especially going on road trips and getting that quality time with everybody, same hotels and going out to eat and just spending time at the field, practices, getting to know everybody, all the new guys coming in, getting to know all of them, and just hanging out with the guys mostly.
Okay, cool. Sheldon?
For me personally, I think that because I missed my junior season because of surgery, and so I think the best part coming back was just that first time I got to get on the mound, and the times after that, just getting out there and competing with those guys. Because all last year I got to watch them play, and I got to see how special the team was, and then finally getting to play with them and alongside them was really special.
Right. And what about you, Bam?
It was a really special 4 years. Getting to play with my brother for 2 years was something I really enjoyed doing, and have a lot of great memories there. But even these past 2 years, just like the other guy said, just like going on road trips, hanging out with the guys, and just really bonding together was something you cherish when you play sports, and it's something that, I mean, I've cherished for sure these past 4 years. And yeah, just a lot of great memories. No specific ones right now, but really just hanging out with the guys and spending a lot of time with each other is something special. And I'll definitely miss it.
Gotcha. And I know y'all put in a ton of work out there on the field and in the weight room and in the field house everywhere else. But I know y'all do a lot in the classroom too. I just saw where Sheldon and Brandon, your team won the Governor's Cup in immunoscience. So I kind of want to ask you a little bit about the student part of the student athlete. So could you kind of tell us about what that whole thing was about? Because I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so the OBU business department puts on a business plan competition each year. And so we decided to enter in that, and our company is creating an early detection test for type 1 diabetes. And so we actually, us along with 2 other students, we won the Washita competition, and then we entered the Governor's Cup, which is a statewide competition. And we were actually fortunate enough to win that, and we're the first team from OBU to ever win that competition. So it was definitely super encouraging, a super great experience. So yeah, a little bit of outside activities besides baseball.
All right, that's great. I love getting to hear about stuff that you do. I mean, just not only you do great things on the field and everything else. It's nice hearing about like other things that people think that you're not just baseball players here at school. You do go to class and you do work and you do other things, and I mean, you do well at that too since you won the Governor's Cup. All right, so we'll go with Logan here. We're gonna go with like what's next? What's your next step after May or whenever they mail you in your diploma? Hopefully we get to have a commencement. But what's your next step? It can be a quick answer on this one, just like what's next for you guys.
Well, next I just took a job in Benton, so I'm gonna move up there and then start my job there. But after that, I don't know too much what's going on, but that's the start.
That's a great way to start. What about you, Jackson?
My next step's gonna be like I've applied to a couple high schools around here to get a coaching teaching job, and then that's basically the next step for me.
Awesome. What about you, Brandon?
I will be getting married and moving to Little Rock and starting to work in June.
Congratulations, Brandon. Hope that all works out. What about you, Sheldon?
Thank you.
I will be heading down to UT Galveston for medical school.
Awesome. Well, best look there. So, I mean, it seems like everybody's got a plan and for their future. So, since y'all are kind of moving on into the next step, what advice would you give to the rest of the team for the future? As, you know, we're kind of going into different times, and once sports gets back and they're allowed to practice again, what advice do you have for them? Sheldon, you can start with that if you don't mind.
I would just say soak it up. I mean, you never know whenever it's going to be your last time. You know, we got in as freshmen and we thought, oh, we have 4 years, you know, we have a lot of time. And then stuff happens, life happens, viruses, injuries, all kinds of things. And so you just don't want to take any out for granted, any inning for granted, even any practice or time in the weight room. Just soak it all up and enjoy it.
Jackson?
Yeah, no, I'm with Sheldon. You know, soak it all up. And enjoy your time. You know, play every inning like it's your last. Every pitch like it's your last. You know, mine and Sheldon's junior season got stolen by injuries, and you know we didn't really expect it. So just soak it up and play every inning and every pitch like it's your last.
Logan?
Definitely enjoy it. Definitely soak it in and buy into the program. Everybody play on the same page. Don't need too many people trying to do different things. Everybody just buy into the program and listen to the coaches.
And Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, kind of going along with them, like every day counts as one, and kind of a motto that we had going into every series, like every game is one. Like you just got to take it one day at a time. Every day is an opportunity to get better, and every day is an opportunity to just to take advantage of it, and don't ever lose a day because of a bad attitude or bad effort. I mean, bad things are going to happen, but it's one day, so there's going to be another one. But yeah, and then just buying into to what the coaches are telling you and just doing everything 100%, and it'll be over before you know it, so soak it in.
All right, that's all great advice, and I'm sure they'll be listening to it and getting ready for the future whenever sports comes back. So I want to thank all of you for coming in and doing this interview with me today. And like I said, we're sorry we couldn't get you the true senior day, so this is what we're doing for y'all because we want to recognize the seniors because of all the hard work y'all have put in here at Ouachita, on the field, in the classroom, around the community. So once again, thank you guys for coming in, and best of luck to y'all in the future.
We want to let you in on the action, Tiger Nation, so head over to our Instagram at The Roar Rundown for our new hashtag challenge that we will have for you all week. We hope that you join in, and remember, stay safe, stay home, and go Tigers.